Hello everyone, welcome back to ANR Academy. Today we are going to discuss limits concept. Suppose as extending to a limit value of the function f of x whole power g of x, suppose if it is approaches to 1 power infinity, then how can we find limit of that function? Let us discuss today. Here the function is f of x whose exponent g of x, and base value as extends to a that approaches to 1 and the exponent value approaches to infinity. Such type of model we are going to discuss now. Suppose that limit value is small l. Applying limit extending to a, here the function f of x whole to the power of g of x. Now apply logarithm on both the sides. Implies what we get? Log L equal to log of limit extending to a f of x whole to the power of g of x. Next, on simplification, it is log L equal to limit extending to a log of f of x whole to the power of g of x it is. And we know that log a power m, that can be written as m of log a. Using this property, in the next step I can write the value of log L as log L equal to limit extending to a, this is g of x multiplied by log of f of x by this logarithm property. In the next step, what I am doing, observe. Now log L equal to limit x value tending to a g of x. Next, log f of x, I am going to modify this. Here f of x is input of logarithm. I am writing 1 plus f of x minus 1. Just 1 added and subtracted inside. Also, I am dividing with f of x minus 1 and multiplying with f of x minus 1. Here, in this step, f of x is only the input for logarithm. But in the next step, just added 1 and subtracted 1. And also multiplied and divided by f of x minus 1. Now you can write the value of log L equal to limit extending to a g of x as well as f of x minus 1 keep in one bracket, and remaining terms separately I am going to apply limit. Limit extends to a log of 1 plus f of x minus 1 divided by f of x minus 1. We know that from the question it is very clear that as extends to a, base value approaches to 1, that is f of x approaches to 1. So when f of x approaches to 1, here the second one, it like standard method, standard form of integral, standard form of limits, that is, you know that limit extends to 0 log 1 plus x divided by x you know that this is equal to 1. I am going to use this standard limit. Limit extends to 0 log 1 plus x by x. That is, as extending to 0, numerator log 1 0, denominator part x also 0. That goes to 0 by 0 form, and the standard result for this 1. Here, as extending to a, f of x value approaches to 1, base value. So numerator like approaching to log 1. Next denominator part 1 minus 1 0. So the same 0 by 0 form, and using that standard method, standard limit, you can write limit value equal to 1. Therefore, I can write log L value limit extending to a. This is f of x minus 1, keep in bracket, f of x minus 1 into g of x. And I am going to rewrite this. When log L value limit extends to a, f of x minus 1 into g of x, then only the value of L I can write, since log L equal to limit extends to a, f of x minus 1 into g of x, implies the value of L equal to e power, here it is f of x minus 1 into g of x as extending to a. So this is the short method to find limit value of the function whenever base value approaches to 1 and exponent approaches to infinity. So 1 power infinity model can easily solve by using this short method, L equal to e power limit extends to a, f of x minus 1 into g of x. Let us see an example. Suppose the question you have like this: evaluate limit extending to 0 1 plus sin x whole to the power of 1 by x. This is the question. Here it is very clear that base value approaching to 1 as extending to 0. Why? Because sin 0 0. Next, exponent approaches to infinity. So in this case, you have to use short method, limit value equal to e power limit extends to 0 base minus 1 into exponent, that is L equal to e power limit extending to 0 f of x minus 1, that is sin x, next into g of x is 1 by x. Limit extends to 0 sin x divided by x with base e, and hence limit extends to 0 sin x by x value, since it is 1, you will get limit value e to the power of 1. So this is the way of evaluation of limit of given function when base value approaches to 1 and exponent value that approaches to infinity. Just use the formula L equal to e power limit extends to a, f of x minus 1 into g of x. Here limit value a is clearly 0 in the question. So here the answer is base e. I hope you have understood everything. The students, those who are watching my videos, please subscribe the channel and don't forget to like, share and comment. Thank you so much.